Did you know that before it was an Olympic sport, fencing was a deadly martial art? Where the goal wasn't to score points, but to survive. The elegant dance you see today has a brutal and bloody history. Let's peel back the curtain on this ancient art of the sword. Fencing's roots go deep, stretching back to ancient civilizations. But it really began to take shape in medieval and Renaissance Europe. Back then, knowing how to handle a sword wasn't a hobby. It was a life-or-death skill for soldiers and gentlemen alike. Duels to the death were a common way to settle disputes of honor. A single mistake, a moment of hesitation, could be your last. Early fencing schools weren't gyms. They were training grounds for lethal combat. Masters taught secret techniques, passed down through generations, designed for the battlefield and the dueling ground. The weapons themselves tell a story. You had the heavy two-handed longswords of knights, capable of cutting through armor. Then came the rapier, a long, thin blade perfect for thrusting, favored by duelists in crowded city streets. This shift from cutting to thrusting was a major revolution in sword fighting. It required more finesse, more precision, and a different kind of footwork. This is where the direct lineage to modern fencing truly begins. As firearms became more common on the battlefield, the sword's role changed. It became less of a primary weapon, and more of a personal sidearm and a symbol of status. The dueling culture, though often illegal, continued for centuries. This is when fencing started to transform into the sport we recognize. Safety equipment was developed, like the mesh mask invented in the 18th century, which allowed fencers to practice without, losing an eye. Rules were established to simulate a duel without the fatal consequences. The target areas in modern foil and épée, for example, are based on the vital areas a duelist would aim for. So every time you see a fencer score a touch, remember it represents what would have been a decisive blow in a real sword fight. From bloody battlefields to the Olympic podiums, fencing is more than just a sport. It's a living piece of history, a tradition of discipline, and a testament to the art of survival. I hope you found that interesting. If you want to dive deeper into the world of martial arts history, be sure to like, subscribe, and repost this video so others can learn about the fascinating art and brutal history of fencing. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.